Classic. That's what the Polish people call it. And basically we're making a big hash brown. Okay? So the first thing before I get started is, Mrs. K, you gotta wash your hands, ladies, so I'm gonna go do that. You guys wanna sing me happy birthday? Wow, this is like the saddest happy birthday I've ever heard. Happy birthday to me. I wash my thumb, I wash my thumb, I wash my wrist, I wash my wrist. I go in between the fingers, I do the nails, and there we go on antibacteria. Now, hand washing is actually way better protection against all the diseases, viruses, all the stuff that's out there than anything else. So I've washed hands. I'm basically like a surgeon. Okay, so potato pancakes. We got a couple things. So all you need is a bowl. I make these at home all the time. Just watch my oil there.
You put so much oil on that.
Yeah. I know you need a lot of oil in your pan for making a potato pancake, so you need more than just for sauteing vegetables. Yes, I put lots of oil in the pan. I'm going to use this. So this is what happens when your onions sprouts. They sprout. So you want to, and you'll find that your onions and garlic will really do this a lot if you put them in your fridge. That's why onions and garlic and potatoes should be kept in a cool, dark place, so they don't do this, and so that your potatoes don't get green from solanine.
Are green onions just like the top of it?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I didn't know that.
And then see, look what Miss Estrada's doing. So these are the green onions we used last week. So then all you have to do is take the ends of your green onion, put them in a container, and they will resprout again. So you can reuse them. See, Miss Estrada?
One more time, we will reuse again.
We're going to use them one more time. We're going to reuse them again. You just feed them water because they have the roots attached, right?
Yes.
Miss Estrada, she's so efficient with the budget.
The budget cut.
The budget cuts, yeah. All right, so I'm going to take my onion here, and I want to dice my onion. You don't want big chunks of onion in your potato pancakes. I'm going to take off a layer, but I keep the belly button. I call it the hairy belly button. I keep it intact because that keeps all the layers of my onion together. And Mrs. K is just like an onion. She has many layers to her personality, which we will discover as we get to know each other through the next 3 years. All right, I hope. Now, I'm going to take my onion, and I'm going to make slits going toward the hairy belly button. Okay? And then I'm going to turn it the other way. Fine dice. I got a dice. Throw the hairy belly button in the garbage. Let's go to the next half of the onion. I think you guys have a you have free section portions. So dice your onion, slits going toward the belly button. Okay. So onion. Oh, onion, you need onion in a potato pancake. Pardon? Flavor. Okay, and then you can put garlic in too. You can either use garlic powder or garlic.
I use garlic powder.
You look, well, you're very fancy. Yes, I like garlic powder too. All right, I'm going to use a couple cloves of garlic. Now so you might want to use garlic this month. There could be vampires around, being that it is October and whatnot. And if you don't want to get bit by a vampire, you simply use many cloves of garlic, or you eat one of Mrs. K's sausage rings. All right, so I crush a garlic, palm up, blade going away from myself. I just give it some pressure. And we only do that just to peel it. We want the peel off. I cut this guy's little hairy belly button off. In Polish, you call this a tooth. Zęby. A zum. One single tooth. Garlic, I squish. Ooh, this guy, he's juicy. He shot at me. What? That's okay, Mrs. Estrada. You can be in the video. You're the real show. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut the end off that one too. This one started to sprout. Okay, but that's okay. I'm still gonna use it. Now anything that grows beneath the ground tends to be high in carbohydrates, so that includes tubers like potatoes, roots like carrots, and bulbs like garlic, shallots, and onion. Okay. like to put a little bit of salt because salt draws out water. Just gonna put a little salt on there. Pardon?
That's a lot of salt. Just
Well, Finky, it's going into the whole potato. In my house, I make lots of stuff with potatoes, but I personally don't enjoy eating potatoes. I don't know why. They don't agree with my stomach, which is a weird thing because it's not a common allergy. So you want it pretty small. All right. So into my beautiful mixture, there you go, little garlic. All right. The next thing that I like to do, me personally, I like to keep the skin on my potato. You want to wash the outside of your potato either with a brush, with your hand. Just give it a good scrub. Now I like to use a russet potato for this. Hold on. They're pretty clean. I like to use a russet potato because it tends to be drier on the inside than like a yellow or a red. It's a lower moisture potato. So when you make potato pancakes, you want a lower moisture potato. And I'm going to grate it on the fat side. I have seen this done in so many ways. Some people like to puree them, like my husband would take the potato, he'd peel it because he doesn't like the skin, and he'd put it in a food processor, process it, and have it like completely mashed. I like it like this. And this is how I do it. How's my oil?
Yeah.
Just move it around. Is it moving like
Yeah.
water?
I turned it down a little bit.
Okay. Okay, grab everything from your grater. One potato actually produces a lot. You put your potato in here. Okay. Key ingredients, salt. Now keep in mind, when you cut a potato up, they do oxidize, like they'll turn gray. So you can't leave a potato out of water and peel it in your fridge. They eventually turn gray. You gotta keep them in salty water.
That's a lot of salt.
Oh,
Potatoes have no flavor.
yeah. And then you might want a little bit of pepper in there too. I don't know where my pepper is, but you know, he's around. Pepper. I like garlic powder in mine too. Garlic powder. Honestly, you could put so many things. You could put some bacon in there and then fry it in the bacon fat. Man, that's where it's at. Put a little bacon pieces and use the bacon fat to fry your potato pancake in. You could put cheese in there. You could put green onions. There's like 1,000 things that you can do with things. Just be imaginative. This morning, I had difficulty to meditate because I was thinking about cannoli, making them at home. I was too busy. My mind was busy talking to me about cannolis and all the fillings I could put inside of a cannoli and how I could make Zoshka's famous cannoli. And then I had the thought, maybe I should sell sausages. And then I had the thought, that's a terrible idea. You don't need any more work. So then you're going to use enough flour.
Not even measuring it.
Yeah. I'm doing it by eye. You guys can follow the recipe because I've done this before. Like,
Yeah, it's coming and wait.
Baking's a different story.
It's coming
when you learn the basics of cooking. So I put egg in here as a binder. So egg binds the potato together, but then you need something to absorb moisture and to provide structure. So I use flour to do that job. Right? One potato is a lot. Okay. Now, when you do it like this, because I have not partially cooked these potatoes at all, they're just how they are, you have to pat them down in the pan. I'm gonna do it. You don't want them to be super wet, so they shouldn't be super, super moist. You can have them for breakfast. You can put eggs over top of them, right? This could be a homemade hash brown type thing. So what I'm gonna do, maybe, so I have a pan of oil. Hold on. And I'm gonna put this in the pan. Okay, hold on. You can hear it kind of sizzle. You can use a little bit, but then I'm gonna squish it down as much as I can. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up to the demo table so you guys can see it. I'm gonna squish it down using my spoon as flat as I possibly can because potato takes a long time to cook. So I've taken my spoon. Please don't fall into the frying pan phone. Okay, so there it is, nice and flat. You want it as flat as possible if you're cooking like this. You also want your oil a little bit hotter, right? Because if our oil's not hot, our potato pancake just gonna absorb the oil and it's gonna be very greasy. And you don't wanna have a greasy potato. Oops, I showed them you. Just ignore that. There's nobody here, it's just me. This is how I am. Okay, so then what are we looking for in terms of doneness? First of all, we never put a metal spatula inside of a Teflon pan. We don't wanna ruin the pan. What are we looking for? GBD, golden brown and delicious. That's what we want for our potato pancake. We want it to be golden brown and delicious. All right, so all my little chicken nuggets or potato pancakes are gonna make their own potato pancakes. All right, let's go. Mrs. K is back. Here do we have the potato pancake. Oh, she's golden brown, she is delicious, and she is my breakfast. Happy Thanksgiving to me.